Welcome to Channel 5 News. My name is Ben Harrison, and I am kind of a big deal. Our top story tonight is technology in the classroom a good thing? We think so. Coming up after that, a look at the obesity laws in the state of Missouri in a segment sponsored by Taco Bell. One moment. Coffee's disgusting. Anyway, we're going to go to our on-air reporter, Natalie. She is in the field of Wisconsin, looking at technology in the classroom.
Technology is used correctly. It can help prepare students for their careers later in life. Technology.
Oh, hey! Yeah, apparently having technology helps teachers teach students in new ways.
Technology gives students the chance to interact with other classmates by encouraging learning styles. Prepare students for a real-world environment as our nation becomes increasingly more technology dependent. Technology helps students stay engaged. Students love technology, so they'll be interested in learning on it.
Stella! Thank you, Brooklyn. And now we have an interview with one Randy Kozark about technology. So, what is your opinion on technology's place in the classroom?
Well, I would say there needs to be a blend of direct instruction, which is teaching, sometimes lecturing. I mean, the new world needs you to be using technology to find things quicker, usually more correct, I suppose. I think, especially as somebody who's looking to be a future teacher, you need to kind of think about, okay, how are we going to use this, and the main thing is how we're going to shut it off, or how we're going to set them aside, or, you know. So I think there's a great place for it. I mean, that's where we are in the world today. So I would say it has its place for sure.
Have you had any negative experiences using technology around school? Any?
Me personally, not. But the negative would be, I haven't had a lot here, but you know, it's like being mean on Facebook to one another while you're in school, or calling something out about school when you're not at school. I mean, there's a problem. Usually it's not too bad as far as having the rights or going where you shouldn't go. Schools oftentimes kind of limit your full-blown access to all places, but I think, you know, as you're finding out as a senior, you can hardly keep someone from using their own 4G or whatever to get to some place they want to get to. So a little bit of it is, as a teacher, as you will be one day, you have to kind of monitor that. You have to decide, well, how do I keep track of this? Which you can't keep track of it in your seat. You got to walk around a lot of times, and you know, just as quick as I walk up, for me, for instance, somebody can change or get rid of where they're really at if they're in an inappropriate place. So I think you have to build responsibility and trust about it. So, you know, you as a teacher, you're going to trust you. You've been told, hopefully the consequence is something that you don't want to mess with, and you just kind of take it upon yourself to be responsible and stay away from that, as you will find is a difficult thing later when you're a teacher, trying to build that responsibility. So.
And how have you done yourself or seen teachers integrate technology successfully into the classroom?
Well, there's a lot of, I mean, I see it a lot here because we're integrating. You're trying to look up, instead of just one location, to look up a schematic diagram or a drawing, or you're trying to find a problem or a help source. I think, again, our technology is a little bit different than a regular classroom, because sometimes you're going, okay, well, what are we going to do with this? Are we going to go look something up? What are we going to do after we look it up?
So technology in the classroom doesn't always mean laptops. It can mean
yeah, no, it can be
auto text parts, stuff like that.
Scan tools, cameras, you know, that kind of thing too. So I mean, I just think it's important. I mean, everything that's going on today, young people being trained, they've got to have some technology when they walk into a job site. You know, they're going to know, can you use the computer? I mean, obviously, for somebody like you in high school or teachers, you got to have word processing capabilities. You're making documents. You know, you technology-wise have to set up Schoology, or set up, you know, your platform with how you communicate with kids. Another thing, like, you got to be real careful about is like doing what was sort of like a Facebook, which can be a template. Everybody can come in and have a discussion, but it's not open to the rest of the world. you can monitor that as a teacher. You can see who's in there and whether they're participating correctly or not. That's a little bit different than, okay, let's have this website, and then what are you saying on there, and trying to control that. So, I mean, as a teacher, you have the right to say, this isn't working, I'm going to have to, you're going to lose this opportunity. A lot of times it's study times with other people, or it's the night before a test, and all the questions they might have, and other kids know questions, so everybody's kind of alive in there being able to talk. If it's abused, then you got to work with consequence. I think that's the main thing. You got to have a policy about, well, here's the expectation. If something happens, well, not wait until it happens and then go, okay, well, here's my punishment. They need to know up front, if you're going to do this or misuse this, then there's going to have to be a consequence.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Natalie. We're going to go to commercial break, but while we're gone, make sure you like us on the Facebooks and maybe hit us up on the Twitters or any other sort of interweb social media. Channel 5 News.